Welcome to the Trails Radio Show. Today is Monday. It is 1 p.m. in New York and California time, and it is 3 p.m. in my time. Today I have a very special guest, actor Mr. Adrian Sparks. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Trey. How are you? Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being on the show.
It's a pleasure.
I have a few questions to ask you. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Fire away.
How did you get started in acting? Did you come from an artistic family? Were your parents actors, or did you just, get started?
Well, you're very close with your question. My mother was a professional actress,
Mm-hmm.
and my father was a Methodist minister. So I've often said that both of them made their living performing for large groups of people. So I have it in my blood on both sides.
And you're mainly a theater actor, is that correct?
Yeah, that's my true love. That's film and TV is something that's great for making money to live the life I want to live. But no, theater is, for an actor, theater is the most rewarding. At least me personally, it's the most rewarding work as an actor. You're in a film. You do your performance, and then editors start working with it and changing it, and the camera moves and zooms in and makes something seem very important. And the director is in charge of all the pacing. But in theater, it's just the actor and the audience, so you're doing it all. So it's a much bigger challenge, and as a result, a much bigger reward as well.
Yeah, because theater's more natural. It's just you doing your thing. It's more natural, because in film and TV, it's, as you said, like editing and all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, they actually say one of the famous things they say about the film is that film is a director's medium, and it really is. He's the one that he creates the entire thing. In theater, a director works with the actor, but it's the actor who creates the finished product. The audience sees everything.
Yeah, when I'm older, I want to be an actor. I always loved being an actor, and I always want to be an actor. So.
Yes, it's a difficult line of work to make money in, my friend, and that's one thing you have to make peace with that early. You're not most actors are not the ones you see who are driving the limousines around. Most actors are very hard-working people who are paid not that much money because it's something they love to do. So that's something to consider when you decide you want to be an actor.
Yeah, because there's really all kinds of types of actors. There's like character actors, like guest stars and all that, and character actors, and there's like the leading actors.
Exactly, yes. And then you've got theater, and then you've got film, and then you've got TV,
Mm-hmm.
and even radio acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, working with your voice, yeah.
I guess that's what kind of I do. I do a radio show, but...
That's exactly what you do. You entertain people by yourself for an hour, or however long you do it for. Yeah, it's a good gift.
I'm going to mention some of your work. Your most recent work was Papa Hemingway in Cuba. You played Ernest Hemingway.
Right, that's correct.
I like that movie. I think I've seen a little bit of it.
Yes, it was shot in Cuba.
Yeah.
First American film shot in Cuba since 1958.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere that we shot was everything that happened in the story.
Yeah.
We filmed it right where it happened. So it's a very realistic account of a true story.
Yeah, it was filmed in Ernest Hemingway's mansion in Cuba too. And,
that's correct. Yes.
And that's a museum now, isn't it? Sorta.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, no, it is a museum. It's a national museum for the country of Cuba. What's interesting is that everything in the Hemingway home is exactly the same as it was the day he left it. The liquor bottles exactly where they were when they left. They had to leave in the middle of the night because there was a political revolution happening, and it was becoming very dangerous for them to live there.
Yeah.
So everything has been perfectly preserved, and people come from all over the world to look at the museum, but nobody is allowed inside the house. You can only look through open doorways and through the windows outside the house because they want to keep everything very special. And what was quite unique and quite amazing was that they felt so strongly about the film that they allowed us to make the movie inside the museum.
Wow.
Yeah, even the typewriter in the movie that is actually Hemingway's typewriter.
So you used Hemingway's real typewriter?
Yeah, that's his real typewriter.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a pretty special little film.
Yeah. I like it. I've seen a little bit of it. I enjoy it. And before you did Papa Hemingway in Cuba, you did a one-man show in theater. You played Ernest Hemingway, and you're one.
That's correct.
Is that how you got the role for Papa Hemingway, the movie?
Well, kind of. The director had the script, and he was looking for someone to play Hemingway, and just couldn't find somebody who did it for him, who was that person. And they had just about given up on making the movie when one of the assistants in the office was cruising around on the internet and came upon a YouTube video, a little 7-minute clip of me playing Ernest Hemingway on a stage. It's a one-man show, as he said. And that assistant took it to Bob Yari, who's the producer and director of the film, and because he saw that 7-minute clip, he called me in, and we met, and we talked about Ernest Hemingway, and he decided that I was the guy that he wanted to take on the job. So
wow.
That was 4 years ago that happened. Yeah.
Do you still do the one-man show, Hemingway, Papa?
No, I haven't. I've kind of moved on from that now. I feel like I've just done it in theater, and I've done it in the films, and it's like enough already. I've done that.
So have you moved on from Hemingway, basically?
Yes, I just got back from. There's a film coming out. You'll hear about it soon. It's called Brimstone. It's a western, and it's a very strong western.
Yeah.
It was filmed we filmed it not in the United States, but in Budapest. In a film stage there. The countryside there is very similar to the United States countryside, but it's very undeveloped, so it works very well for a western there.
So have you been busy?
Yes, well, as a 93-year-old friend of mine said to me once, I said to her, she's working too hard. She said, "Oh, Adrian," she said, "it's so much better to wear out than to rust out."
Wow.
Isn't that good?
It's true. That's very true, though.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
How long have you been acting? A long time?
I started when I was 16 years old, so that's more than 50 years. Yeah.
I'm 16. That's how old I am.
Oh, there you go, Trey. There you go. You got the future wide open for yourself. Good for you.
What was your most favorite acting role you did? Like,
Well, I mean, probably the Hemingway thing, because I did it so much and it brought me such wonderful experiences. But aside from that, I'm a bit of a Shakespeare nut. And have been all my life. I love language, and I love the sound of language, and the importance of language. And so that's always been. And when I was 39 years old, I played Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet, and that's always been one of my favorites. It's a very fun role. It was terrific language.
Yeah, I like Shakespeare too. I like his plays.
Good.
I like his play, Much Ado About Nothing. I like that play.
I did that. I've done that actually twice now. I played Leonardo. I did it at the old Globe in San Diego, and I did it at Shakespeare Theater Center in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of your work. I'm a big fan of your work. I've seen you were just a supporting role in, it was a horror movie called Insidious 3.
Yes, yeah.
And you've done a lot. I'm reading your resume. I found it on the you've done.
Well, Trey, when you get to be my age, you've probably done a lot of things a lot.
What was your most challenging role in theater, television, or film?
Well, most challenging role.
Because a lot of actors have challenging roles. Not every actor, but mostly.
Well, there's a play called J.B., and it was written back in the 60s, I guess, early 60s, by a man named Archibald MacLeish, I believe it was. Forgive me if I'm incorrect medications for those. And it's what it is. It's a play that takes the story of Job from the Bible, and Job's suffering and Job's test of faith, and puts it in a modern setting. So it's a very demanding role for an actor, because you're going through some of the most extreme emotions possible every night, 8 times a week. So that would certainly rank up there with one of the most challenging.
Wow. Do you have any upcoming projects in theater, film, or television? I know you mentioned Brimstone. You said that.
Well, Brimstone, I'm working on another one right now, but if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a thing in the business called, we can think of the one that's...
yeah, I'm aware of it.
NDO. Have you heard NDO? NDO is non-disclosure. Oh, NDA, that's it. Sorry. NDA, non-disclosure agreement. And it's when you start on the project, you have to sign this thing that you won't talk to anybody about it, about what you're doing, you won't mention it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I'd have to kill you.